What's going on, everybody? It is Friday. Jesus loves you. My name is Cody, and this is the Christian news show thing that I do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're going to dive right into the news today, starting with great news for Apple users. Because if you own an iPhone 5, you may have noticed that your navigation app sucks. And to rub that fact in a little more, if you've ever owned anything dealing with Google Maps, you know that Google Maps doesn't suck. And because the iPhone 5's navigation app is so bad, Apple has finally decided to let Google Maps be downloaded as an application in the App Store. And honestly, the only real reason they're doing this is because so many Apple users were complaining to Google to get their maps on the phone. So yeah, I mean, people have had to wait 3 months for this to have happened, but now iPhone users don't have to go to a motel in the middle of the ocean because they're looking for a hospital. And then we move on to a story you've probably heard about just about everywhere, and that's about the 12/21/12 apocalypse. And if you haven't heard about the story already, then welcome to society. You're probably new here. You're gonna love the internet. Because I did want to bring it up again, a few have heard that governments are telling people that it's not a thing. Like, I know on the United States official website, they had to make a statement saying, you know, it's just a rumor, don't worry about it, it's not true. I think my favorite is a mountain, and I think it's France. The government had to shut down the roads because so many people thought that they would climb that mountain, they would be saved by the aliens that would come to rescue them. But a group of people that I didn't expect chiming in would be the Vatican. And I personally like to expand on stuff that they said. Jesus will come like a thief in the night, so most likely he's not going to come on a predicted day. But that being said, even if the rapture did happen on Doomsday 2012, we're Christians. What do we have to worry about? I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is we're going to die and then we're going to go to heaven. But I did want to make that the question of the day. Do you think that Doomsday 2012 is going to happen? If you don't believe the prophecy is true on 12/21/2012, then hit the like button. But if you think that Doomsday is a very legit thing, then let me know what you think is going to happen in the comment section below. And before we move on, I just want to point out that most modern Mayans will say that it's not the end of the world and it's just the end of the news cycle, and we're supposed to be celebrating it kind of like a New Year's, only in a longer span of time. So, just, yeah. And then we have some weird and terrifying news coming out of Texas about a man named Brent Bartell. Like I said in my last video, 12/12/12 is a big day for a lot of people, but according to Brent Bartell, it was a holy day, in which case he needed to spill innocent blood. So Brent decided to take a knife and then carve a pentagram into his 6-year-old son's back. He then smeared the blood on the front door, called the police. His wife was at his neighbor's house also calling the police about the incident. He said, "I spilled innocent blood." They said, "Why?" He said it was because of holy day, and yeah. It was not clarified which religion he thought the holy day was for, but there are many religions with the pentagram in them, including Satanism, Christianity, and many pagan religions. Luckily and thankfully, the carving isn't all that deep, so the kid probably won't have too bad of scarring. I couldn't imagine just being a 6-year-old kid and getting that carved onto my back, and then just thinking about how he's going to grow up with a pentagram just carved into his back like that. So prayers to the son for safe healing, prayers to the mom who has a crazy husband, and then prayers to the crazy husband that he can not be completely insane. Brent Bartell was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a family member. And then the final story of the day, numbers of Christians are dropping in the United Kingdom. And with an increase of 13% in the last decade of Christians in the United Kingdom, there is also an increase in non-religious people. Now, we talked about in the United States that non-religious people were on the rise in the United States, but it wasn't dropping the rate of Christianity. But with all that being said, there is still 59% of the United Kingdom being Christian, so you still have a huge majority over all other faiths. Sadly, the numbers are dropping. I think that it's our responsibility to make a difference in that. And that brings us to the question today, which, if you remember, is do you think that 2012 Doomsday is a thing? If not, hit the like button, and if so, leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what you think is going to happen. And that's all that I found interesting in the news today, so in closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like, subscribe. See you later, and God bless.